رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Amma ba'd. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi Prophetic Medicine. This is your brother Ridwan Mikhail. Today, inshallah, we will be talking about coping, its benefit medically and spiritually. I'm going to start today off with one of the hadiths of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he said that, narrated by Ibn Abbas, he said the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said healing is in three things: a gulp of honey, a cupping, and branding with fire. But he, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, said, I don't like to be branded with fire, and he said he don't like to be branded with fire, and he do not advise the Muslim Ummah to be branded with fire. This hadith is in Sahih Bukhari, hadith number 5680. Inshallah, you can get it when in your leisure time. So, and some other riwayah narrated by Jabir bin Abdullah, he said he had the Prophet, may peace and blessings be upon him, saying that if there is healing in any of your medicine, that means it should be in a gulp of honey, a cupping, and branding with fire. But as the first hadith, he said, I do not like to be branded with fire. The next thing we should ask ourselves is that, what is cupping? Cupping in Arabic language is known as Hijamah. Hijamah, it's performed by the local suction of blood from small skin incision. That means when we incise our skin, we locally suck the blood, and that point of incision we have indirectly we have been cupped by that process. So that is cupping, and cupping has a wide range of it treats a wide range of conditions, such as migraine. These migraine headaches, a lot of people complain of migraine headaches, which have when you have consistent headaches. So cupping is a solution to that condition, bi'iznillah. And it also helps in pain relief, pains due to arthritis, back pain, muscle pain, and others. So if you are experiencing these pains, you are advised to get cupped as soon as possible, bi'idhnillah. It also helps to keep our skin healthy. Now let us look at it. How do cupping help to keep our skin healthy? It helps to keep our skin healthy by improving blood supply to the skin. You know, when we get enough or sufficient blood supply to a particular part of our body, there will be sufficient oxygen supply to that body. And once there is sufficient oxygen supply, that means that part of the body will get nourished and will not be deprived from any nutrient, bi'iznillah. One of the most important benefits of cupping is that it helps get rid of chronic fatigue syndrome. Now, what is chronic fatigue syndrome? Chronic fatigue syndrome is a syndrome caused by lack of rest. And if we take a look at our modern days now, people hardly get rest due to this technological development. People are always on their phones. They always hardly get rest. They get mentally overloaded. And our body needs rest no matter how. When you walk through the day, the night is for you to rest, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Surah An-Naba, he said, وَجَعَلْنَا اللَّيْلَ لِبَاسًا وَجَعَلْنَا النَّهَارَ مَعَاشًا. So for those who are suffering from this chronic fatigue syndrome, you are advised to get cupped, bi'iznillahi ta'ala. Now, the categories of people that are advised or that are allowed to be cupped. 1. People within the age limit of 10 to 70 years. So that means people below 10 years are not allowed to get cupped, and people adults above 70 years are also not advised to get cupped, as the body is not strong enough and has already got weakened. So, and the other last category of people that are not also advised to get cupped are those who are on anticoagulant or are using blood thinner, like those who are advised by their doctors to use blood thinner due to maybe thrombocytosis or unwanted coagulation in their body. Now, what do you do before you get cupped? There are a number of things that you are advised to do before you get hijab or before you get cupped. And part of this is that before you get cupped, you are advised to fast for 2 to 3 hours before you get cupped. That means you should abstain from eating for 2 to 3 hours before you get into the procedure. And you're also encouraged to perform ghusl. Inshallah, we'll talk about ghusl in the upcoming video. You're also advised to take a ritual bath before you get cupped. And you're also advised to drink a lot of water before you also get cupped. At least 6 to 8 cups of water before you get cupped. Now, after you've gotten cupped, what are those things that you are advised to do? One, you can eat some dates or lick some gulps of honey. For those of you that have not seen my video on the benefits of honey and dates, I will leave the link now right up there. Now, next is that you should get rest for next 24 hours. You are not advised to engage yourself in any strenuous activity. Once you've gotten cupped, you are advised to have a good rest bi'iznillahi ta'ala and avoid eating dairy products, meaning avoid taking milk or meat. Any dairy product you are not advised to take after you have been cupped bi'iznillah. Finally, for those who are suffering from the mentioned conditions, you are advised to get cupped, as hijamah or cupping is an effective treatment for these conditions. And you can always share this video with your friends, as the Prophet ﷺ says, "Ballighu anni walau aya." Convey my message even if it were a word. Thank you. See you next time.